So are you worried about what might happen to your money if the federal government does not find a solution soon? Some local financial advisors say you probably should be.
But as News Channel 15's Elizabeth Fields joins us now to explain, there are plenty of things we can do now to protect ourselves. Elizabeth?
That's right, Mark and Heather. It's not too late, according to financial advisor Scott Kraft. He says it's not likely August 2nd will bring the end of our financial security as we know it. As most of us know all too well, you don't get into debt overnight and you can't get out of it overnight. And neither can our government. Scott Kraft with Larson Financial Group says there's never been a better time for a reality check for Americans. As government leaders bicker about the debt ceiling, he says everyone should be preparing for the worst.
Anticipate if I might get a reduction in my salary or I might get laid off. Do I have that reserve available in order to cushion that blow? Being
prepared is the single most important thing Kraft says we can do. He says it's also the right time to invest, as long as they're safe investments. And his recommendation, get this.
One of the most safest security, of course, is the U.S. Treasuries and U.S. bonds. And of course, that is a big topic of discussion today with our debt crisis.
Of course, he says it's always a good idea to go back to the money basics.
Look long term, do the basic things, budget well, try to keep your debt low, spend wisely, and don't put more in risky securities than you can.
And there are a couple of things you shouldn't do.
What they should do is not react hastily, as they did in 2008, when most people pulled all the money out of the market.
Most of all,
just don't panic. Do not panic.
Kraft says it's also important to watch the stock market, even if you aren't invested there, because it reacts to future actions. And it hasn't reacted negatively yet to all of the debt ceiling crisis talk. So Kraft says that it's a sign that Wall Street thinks we'll make it through the next week's deadline just fine.
Okay, let's hope so. Thanks, Elizabeth.